Hello and welcome to the Hong Kong 2022 ISPA Congress. This is Laura Kazenson, your MC for the Congress in the coming days. Riding on what we had earlier this year in New York, we have originally planned to move to the other side of the globe, Hong Kong, with the same objectives: to discover great ideas, strengthen relationships, and foster connections between our fellow delegates, coming from more than 50 regions, representing different genres and disciplines within the performing arts field. However, experiencing what we had in the past 2 years, I think we would all agree that plans never vary as fast as changes. In order to ensure the safety of you all, we had taken a leap to convert the entire Congress into virtual, while ensuring networking opportunities at the platform for you all to connect beyond physical barriers. We will come back to the interactive features in a while. Before that, let me first pass the time to Alicia Adams, Chairperson of ISPA, Jack Chan, the Acting Secretary for Home Affairs of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Government, and David Bale, CEO of ISPA, for a warm welcome to you all.
Welcome to Connect Beyond, this year's ISPA Congress. My name is Alicia Adams, and I am honored to serve as the chair of the ISPA Board of Trustees. We are grateful to our host this year, Leisure and Cultural Services Department of Hong Kong, for their commitment to our ISPA Congress and their support to make this event possible. 2.5 years ago, we imagined that we would all be gathering together in person in Hong Kong for a much needed and longed for communion with all the ISPA members, the delegates, the fellows, partners, our network, to be in this extraordinary city. ISPA for almost 75 years has been an international network, a convener of artists, agents, presenters, and organizations. The purpose is and has been to come together, to share ideas, to meet new people, to explore the issues of the times, learn about innovations in our field, as well as to experience the arts and culture of many places in the world. Though we will be virtual this year due to COVID, we will all be present in Hong Kong in spirit as we connect beyond. Hong Kong, one of the most culturally vibrant places in the world, and the gateway to China and the Bay Area, is the reason that we chose to come to this city. We look forward to now to experiencing virtually, but to be taken to Hong Kong. This year's title has even greater resonance than we imagined. We have a fantastic team at ISPA, led by our president and CEO, David Bale. Drawing on the latest technology and the skills of the team, David has worked with his Hong Kong counterparts to make this Congress one to remember. It is not easy to do a Congress this way, so I think you will all appreciate the great work that has gone into making this an exciting event to be part of. I want to thank my predecessor as the immediate past chair of the ISPA board, Tisa Ho, Executive Director of the Hong Kong Festival, for making it possible for ISPA to have this Congress in Hong Kong. This event could not have happened without Tisa's work. Whether it's a pandemic like COVID or a war that continues to unfold in this world, we in the arts are imminently affected by it as we are citizens of the world. We all feel the pain of the people directly impacted by this and ask for a resolution. For all of the delegates joining us this year, I want to say a big thanks. And we look forward and are excited to be with all of you to connect beyond in Hong Kong. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a hearty welcome to the Hong Kong 2022 ISPA Congress. I would like to start by wishing you all the best of health and safety. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the whole world and every part of our lives. Thanks to modern technology, we can deliver, as promised, the Hong Kong 2022 ISPA Congress to arts practitioners across the continent and in different time zones through live streaming. Hong Kong is honored to host the ISPA Mid-Year Congress for the second time after our first hosting in 2006. Endowed with a rich and deep-rooted Chinese heritage, Hong Kong has long been a cultural melting pot of East and West with extensive and intensive international connections. In recent years, with major government investment and hard work of local artists and cultural communities, Hong Kong's position as an arts and cultural metropolis is further strengthened. Under our motherland's 14th five-year plan, the Central People's Government has supported Hong Kong as a hub for international arts and cultural exchange and a springboard for enhanced networks between arts institutions and practitioners in the region and worldwide. New opportunities for intercultural collaboration will be brought by large-scale cultural projects such as the Mega West Kowloon Cultural District, construction of new performing art campuses like the East Kowloon Cultural Center, which has a focus on arts technology, and revitalization of historical buildings into exhibition and performance venues, such as Tai Kwun. Further to its pivotal role, Hong Kong is about to open a new page in cultural development. We aim to renew the relationship between Hong Kong and the world today, to show our great city's dedication to serve as a vital connector between mainland China and other global regions, and as a hub gathering creative inspirations and exploring infinite possibilities. There is nothing, not even the COVID pandemic, that can hinder our connection with the world by virtual means. Through the many sessions of this virtual Congress, I'm sure ISPA delegates will continue to connect and navigate as a community, enhancing mutual understanding, building a good foundation for closer collaboration in arenas outside the Congress and beyond. The Congress has also enabled us to work more closely with the local arts and cultural sectors as our key supporters. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to our key supporting organizations, namely the West Kowloon Cultural District Authority, Tai Kwun Center for Heritage and Arts, Hong Kong Arts Festival Society, and the Cultural Radio, Television, Tourism and Sports Bureau of the Shenzhen Municipal Government. The Congress is a platform for all petitioners to connect, for all cultures to converge, and for all synergies to take shape. If we can pull together and renew our momentum, we can create infinite possibilities and infinite opportunities. I look forward to inspiring ideas to be generated during the Hong Kong 2022 ISPA Congress. Thank you.
Ni hao. Hello and welcome. My name is David Bale, and I am the CEO of the International Society for the Performing Arts. Before we begin, I want to take this opportunity to honor and recognize the ancestral caretakers of this land from which I'm joining you, the Lenape. I also want to acknowledge their elders, both past and present. I'd also like to encourage you to visit nativeland.ca to learn of the Indigenous peoples in your region. Ironically, my very first ISPA Congress was in Hong Kong in 2006. At the time, I was a new member and taken aback by how welcomed I felt and the experience of meeting so many colleagues from around the world. 16 years later, a lot has changed, and also much has not. We continue to experience an almost unparalleled amount of instability and volatility in the world. At this time, the role ISPA plays, and that you play as global citizens and cultural workers, cannot be understated. Let's work together to continue a global community through the arts. To be honest, following New York in January, we were pretty convinced that we'd be able to attend the Hong Kong Congress in person. Sadly, that is not the case, but I would like to take this opportunity to thank our host, the Leisure and Cultural Services Department of Hong Kong, for seamlessly pivoting to an online platform. We are pleased to welcome 400 delegates from about 35 regions of the world, including more than 200 from Hong Kong and mainland China, certainly a record for ISPA. All delegates are listed under the People tab of the platform, and you can easily connect with them directly or in the chat. The networking rooms are also open 24/7 and a great place to catch up with people. So I encourage you to reach out and welcome delegates you may not have met before. For 15 years, we've been making ISPA more accessible and diverse through our fellowship program. This year, we are pleased to welcome 69 fellows from 24 regions of the globe. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank our regional funding partners, the Mellon Foundation, and our Challenge Fund donors who make this program possible. If you haven't found the opportunity to support the fellowship in 2022, please take the opportunity now by following the link in the chat or going to our website at www.ispa.org. Our goal is to raise $10,000 over the next 4 days. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. We have a combination of on-demand and live content for you in a multitude of time zones to ensure everyone has access to all programs. And finally, thank you for being here. Your presence and participation are vital to this Congress and ISPA. Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia, Jack, and David. A wide range of activities have been scheduled for you all to gain the most from the Congress, including keynotes, panel discussions, the always popular regional updates, pitch new works, performance showcases, and the ISPA Awards presentation. We hope you join the program slots that are most convenient for your time zone. And if you miss any of them, or indeed want to watch them again, you can always revisit with the use of the on-demand function that would be available within 24 hours after the session has been broadcasted. In order to provide you all with the optimal experience throughout the Congress, we are pleased to offer simultaneous interpretation in English, Cantonese, and Putonghua, and bilingual closed captions for the various sessions. Moreover, as I had briefly mentioned earlier, a range of interactive features are available at the platform to enable idea exchange. Firstly, a public chat room is available within the interactive box with a message icon. This allows all of you to speak with everyone in the platform. Secondly, private chat. If you're interested to connect with a particular someone, click the people icon within the interactive box. Search for their names and click message icon. You will then be directed to a private chat window. Thirdly, roundtable. A networking session has been scheduled every day in the Congress agenda. During the session, simply visit the networking launch from the top menu bar and select a table to join the group video chat. Last but not least, Q&A. With the appealing lineup of speakers and variety of topics scheduled in the Congress days, do not hesitate to key in your questions at the Q&A box to further investigate topics of interest. Apart from the panel sessions, we have also scheduled Q&A after the first round of keynotes presented by Mrs. Betty Fong and Shen Wei to foster live interaction between speakers and delegates. Should any technical support be required, click the question mark bubble next to the interactive box. Our technicians will be right there to help you whenever we're live. We hope you all enjoy the Congress. The opening keynote will commence shortly. Please stay tuned.